The message was, जो निर्मल सेवे सो निर्मल होवे, हमें मैल गुर शब्दे धोवे, निर्मल वाजे अनहुद धुन भाणी, दर सच्चे शोभा पावनिया। The purity only leads to purity. Only love can create love. Hatred cannot create love. It just doesn't have the potential. It doesn't have the possibility. जो निर्मल सेवे सो निर्मल होवे. Nirmal means purity. And if you are in touch with the purity, if you are remembering purity, then the potential of being yourself pure is alive and well. Negativity has no potential to effect the positive. Only positive can create positive. But our mind is very, very devious that way. It creates arguments in our minds and say, now hold it, hold it, hold it. Haven't you heard the opposite attract? It's okay to have negativity. That's a devilish type of argument. In the world of spirituality and mysticism, negativity has no place. And the only way to get rid of the negativity is to always look at the positive. And the only way to that is set your goal for no tolerance for any impurity. Don't compromise. Don't say I am 99% pure. If it is a 1% impurity, I am okay with it. Don't say that. Because 1% impurity will take care of the 99% purity. It will kill it. You cannot come to the argument that there should be some allowance for being a human. That's our strongest argument. I'm just a human being. I'm allowed this much. If you want to remain a human and not rise higher than that, then go ahead. But you are going to be surprised at the end result. In the attempt to be human, you will fall below humanity and you will become an animal. The entire life, all decision will be animalistic because they will be all for one purpose and one purpose only. How do I satisfy my senses? Our cultural songs are teaching us, isn't it? When I came to this country, the first song that I heard in those times, Sensual Delight. Some of you still might remember it. It is the age of Aquarius. Feed your senses. Mysticism absolutely does not allow any accommodation for that. Jo nirmal seve so nirmal hove. If you want to be pure, then you have to start with the purity and 100% purity. Because that is the only way to get to the next stage. What is the next stage? Hame mail gur sabday tove. Hame means the ego. Mal means the impurity. Gur shabde means the word, the meditation. If you want to get the next stage, which is get rid of the ego, the first step is start with the purity. Nirmal vaje anhad dunbani dar sache sobha paavni-aa. And if you stay with the purity, then you become worthy of dar sache sobha paavni-aa. Dar means the home, sach means the ultimate truth, sobha means the acceptance, honoring, paavni-aa means to get it. You become worthy of his acceptance. So long as there is ego, acceptance is not possible. Slightest ego. If you look at the day Buddha gets an enlightenment, if you look at the sequence of event, you get that message so crystal clear that for 12 years he did everything to perfection whatever his master asked. Because the last master told him to conquer your hunger. How to conquer the hunger? He told him you are to survive on a single grain of rice for 24 hours. He said, I'll do it. Slowly, he started losing physical strength. The muscles started withering away. Handful of bones. Completely energy, without any energy, physically. But the master said, only 1 grain of rice. And one fine morning, for his meditation, he steps into the water, and a very slow stream of water, but he was so weak, he couldn't stand in the water. He was going to be taken away by the waves, and on the edge of that river there is a peepal tree, and its roots are hanging in the water, and he holds on to the roots, and then with the help of the roots he pulls himself out of the water. He lies on the ground, and for the first time he says, this is all nonsense. There's nothing to be discovered. There's nothing to be found. There is no truth in this world. There is no pain, life without pain. It is all useless. I'm going to stop everything. I'm build my strength back, and I'm go home. And the moment he says there is nothing to be found, the one desire that was left, one impurity, that refined the ego with one desire. What was that desire? Anybody can guess? I want to find God. I want to meet God. One desire. When even that desire dropped, that's called an enlightenment. eventually that desire had also to be given up. Because you cannot desire him. He is a grace. He is a blessing. He is a prasad. He is not an achievement. He is not the prize of your effort. He is a grace. And the grace only comes when you empty yourself of the smallest possible impurity. Nirmal vaji anhud dhun bani dar sache sobha paavni-aa. That dar, that house, that door is open only to those who have achieved that state. So you start with the desire to find him, and then eventually drop that desire as well. That's how refined it is. Nirmal te sab nirmal hove, nirmal manoo-aa har shabad parovai, nirmal naam lagay badbhaagee, nirmal naam suhaavani-aa. So the topic is about the purity. We started that last week. Only purity leads to purity. And only purity can help you to stay on the path. Then every little hindrance on your way is not a cause for disheartenment. Actually, it is another test that you must pass. Many times we wonder, why is this happening to me? It's a very common question. Why is it happening to me? I don't deserve it. What did I do to deserve it? Whether it is a praise, criticism, good or bad, right or wrong, it doesn't matter. If it is happening, you need it. Nature is not playing some Russian roulette with you, and is not partial. Nature is not trying to be only mean to you specifically. Every event in your life actually is your need at that very moment. Otherwise it will not happen. Now it is up to you what you do with it. You can play the victim and say, I have done nothing to deserve this. Society is punishing me, God is punishing me, I am completely faultless. It's your choice. Or you can say, if God has sent this thing toward me, He knows what the purpose is. Let me use it to better myself. Let me remove that impurity. What is the impurity? When you say, why it is happening to me? That is the impurity. Why it is happening to me is a challenge to the one who decided to send it your way. You think you are smart. You say, you dummy, what are you doing? You asleep. I don't deserve it. And I don't need it. And I don't want it. Take it back. Whether we say it nicely, we can kneel on our knees and pray and say, please take it back. He isn't listening. Because he sent it for a purpose. And if you keep on ignoring it, he will keep on tightening the screws. Little bit, little bit, little bit. Till you cry, uncle, and say, I listen now. I hear now. I got it. Because that impurity needs to be removed. Nirmal te sab nirmal hove. Purity only can lead to purity. Nirmal manoo-aa har shabd parovai. And pure mind uses every word like a little bead in the necklace. Parovai. Parovai means to make a necklace. All these events are little beads. They are strung together only for you. And that bead only belongs to you. You, the unique creation of that Creator. That bead is also unique for you. And only you can use it. It is only meant for you. Nirmal naam lagay vadbhaagee, nirmal naam suhaavani-aa. Vadbhaagee. Vadbhaagee means those who are blessed. Some rare one who are blessed, they get this message. They understand this message. They receive this message. And if this message has been sent to you, it has a definite purpose. At this stage of your life, at this time and space intersection, where all of you are sitting right now, this word, these words are meant for you for a specific reason. What you do with it is your choice. Free will. That law will not be violated. Ever. You are free to choose. To take it to your heart, reject it, critique it, throw it out, all your choice. So nirmal jo sabday sohai. The purity slowly and slowly makes you beautiful from within. The use of the word so nirmal jo sabday sohai. Sohai means to decorate, to become beautiful. Shabda means the word. Nirmal means the purity. Nirmal naam man tan mohai. So if you are so fond of attachments, then attach to the purity. Detach from the impurity, and if there is anything to be attached, then attach to the purity. And the beauty is that attachment will also be dropped. Somewhere along the line, the word will also drop. The word that brought you there. Word is like a little boat. The boat can take you to the other side of the shore. But when you get to the other side of the shore, you don't take the boat and put it on your head and take it with you. You leave the boat behind. The world will also be left behind, but that is the final last jump. Don't take the last jump first. Sach naam mal kaday na lagay, mukh oojal sach karaavani-aa. Mal means the impurity. The truth. Sach naam, the truth. The ultimate truth. Remember the difference between a fact and a truth. There is no equivalent word in English language to describe the word such. So the only way, there are only two words in English language: factual or truthful. Such is neither. But in the absence of the proper word, understand the nuance. Fact means something that we have agreed with each other consensually. Today is a Friday is a fact, not truth. We could have named it Sunday and that would be just okay. Way back, we came to a consensus that this day would be called a Friday. So okay, fine, everybody is calling it Friday. 2 plus 2 is 4 is a fact, not truth. My name is just one thing, is a fact, not truth. My parents would have named me something else, I would be still the same. So we confuse these words. But the ultimate truth is different from the fact and the truth. The ultimate truth has no opposite. That truth does not exist because there is a falsehood. Fact and a non-fact, they coexist. Truth and a lie, they coexist. But ultimate truth does not exist with respect to some opposition. That's why it cannot be described straightway. So that's why the word, I keep on repeating, the ultimate truth is what I'm referring to. I'm not referring to the truth that you know. Sach naam, the ultimate truth. Mal kaday na lagay. No impurity allowed. No falsehood. Nothing transient allowed. Nothing impermanent allowed. It is forever to be the same. Has been same. Will continue to be same. You know what the young man will say, young mind will say today when we tell them? That's very boring. Nothing changes. Remain the same forever. How boring. No. How divinely blissful. It's not boring at all. Sach naam mal kaday na lagay. Mukh oojal sach karaavani-aa. Mukh means your face. Face is your proper recognition. If somebody chops my head and leaves my entire body on the ground, you cannot tell whose body is this. If there is no face, there is no recognition. You can now argue, well, you have thumbprints and you have dental records and you have DNA and all of that. But your real recognition, if the face is there, you are immediately recognizable. So the word mukh is used in that sense. Sach naam mal kaday na lagay, mukh oojal. Oojal means, actually, literally translated is light. But here the oojal is without a blemish. Spotless. Why? Because you've been walking on the path of purity and you've been slowly and slowly removing the blemishes. Your aura is getting cleansed. Every body has an aura. There was a scientist called Herculean. He invented a camera called Herculean photography. And that camera's job was only to capture the aura of the body. And he proved scientifically, more darker your thinking is, more dark your aura is. Your aura changes with your thoughts. Ever wondered when they make the pictures, paintings of an enlightened soul, they draw a white halo around their head? You know what that is? That's indication of aura. That aura is spotless now. No blemish in it, no darkness. More meditative you are, more whiter aura you are projecting. More materialistic you are, more devilish your thinking becomes. If you are to take the aura of a Genghis Khan, Hitler, and then take the aura of a Buddha, a meditator, you can see the two side by side. And I'll tell you the difference just from looking at the picture, the photograph. Sach naam mal kaday na lagay, mukh oojal sach karaavani-aa. The recognition becomes bright, clear. What is this impurity you keep talking about? Can it be defined? What impurity I am supposed to get rid of? Look at the answer to that question. Man mailaa hai doojai bhaa-ay. Doojai, the other, the second one. The attachment with the other one. What is the other one? Everything around you. The illusionary world, the temporary world, the material world, the sensual world. That's all part of the other. So long as you are immersed in the other, you are immersed in the impurity. No exception. Man mailaa hai doojai bhaa-ay. So long you like the other, bhaa-ay means to like. If you like the other, you enjoy the other, then you are darkening your aura day by day. And if you are detaching, creating a distance, then the potential of you getting purer and purer is much higher. Mailaa, cha-ukaa, mailai, thaa-ay. Cha-ukaa literally means the kitchen. Thaa-ay literally means your house. No exception. Because attached with the other, the food that you take also becomes impure. And you can see that example in your own household environment. And you can see that within your own self. When you are making something, cooking something in a meditative mood, in a loving mood, same ingredients, same recipe, the taste changes. If you ever visit Indian Golden Temple, more than 100,000 people eat daily food in that kitchen. And they only make two things: lentil soup and a flat bread. That's it. Everybody's experience is that they cannot make that kind of lentil soup at home. You ask any women who have gone there and tasted that food, and they come home, they take the same lentil, they go buy the same dal and cook the same way, slow and nice. But they can't put the same taste. Why? It is because the mood with which that is prepared is totally meditative, totally impersonal, no attachment, because the cook does not know who's going to eat that. And he couldn't care less who eats that. He has no attachment with anyone. He's all by himself in the kitchen, cooking that soup. And you can experiment that here. Every husband can attest to that. The day the wife is angry, the food just does not taste the same. It's a fact of life. You cannot deny it. The same recipe, it's the same cook, but something inside changed. What did change? Mailaa, cha-ukaa, mailai, thaa-ay. The kitchen became impure. The house became impure. And when you take the impurity in, what do you expect? Mailaa, khaa-ay, phir mail vaDhaa-ay, manmukh mail, dukh paavni-aa. You are now sowing the seeds of your own misery. Because the beginning, if the seed is bad, the fruit cannot be good. No matter how tenderly you nurture that tree, if the seed isn't good, the fruit will not be good. That truth is being presented. Mailaa, thaa-ay, eat the impurity. Phir mail vaDhaa-ay, keep on building impurity over the impurity. Manmukh mail, dukh paavni-aa. Dukh means your misery. You yourself are sowing the seeds of your misery. Don't blame anybody else. मैले निर्मल सब हुक्म सबाए से निर्मल जो हर साचे भाए नानक नाम वसे मन अंतर गुरमुख मैल चुकावने-आ। मैले निर्मल सब हुक्म सबाए। It's nobody's fault. It is a drama. It is a game. It continues. It is His will. If He didn't like all of this, He will destroy it in a moment. Just as He created it, He can destroy it. So that we don't go into the self-flagellation. I am bad, I am bad, I am bad. So hold it. Watch the drama. Become aware of the play. Rise above the play. Don't be an actor in the play. Be an observer of the play. When you become an observer, this truth will become very clear to you, which is sabh hukm sabday. It's all His will. It's all His drama. So what to do? Se nirmal jo har sache bhaa-ay. Become worthy of His grace. नानक नाम वसे माने अंतर गुरमुख मैल चुकावने-आ. There's only one way to get back on the path of purity, which is Nanak naam vase manantar. In your inside, a revolution is required. Don't try to change from out to in. It's not going to happen. Change inside, from within. Make that word part of your being, just as your breathing is part of your being. The memory, the remembrance should become that deep inside you, and as it keeps on going deeper and deeper inside you, it will keep on removing the blemishes and the impurities from you. So that is hymn number 20 on page 121. We will take a pause here, and if anybody has any comments or questions, there are